What's up, people? Back with another reaction, back with some more Pet Shop Boys, and we're returning to Very 1993. Thank you again to Seb for sharing. And the next tune is Yesterday, When I Was Mad. So there's an implied timeline, there's an implied emotional progression or chronology, which is to say, if you're referring to yesterday when you were mad, it implies, it doesn't necessarily say explicitly, but it implies that you are no longer mad. There's a possible suggestion that one may have acted or spoken in a certain way based on that emotional state of being, and now one is reflecting on it with a different mindset, with a different perspective. And if there is an emotional response that features anger, one would assume the presence of somebody else, or at least some event or process which put one in that state. I suppose you could get mad more randomly or in a happenstance type of manner. Nevertheless, typically people get mad because of something, because of someone, because of a particular event or action. So yeah, there's all sorts of implications around the phrase, but it's still a skeleton of a narrative, so let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Pet Shop Boys. The track is Yesterday, When I Was Mad, from the 1993 album Very. Light and bright melody. And those PSP pads. Acid lasers, wicked hard synth.
Darling, you were wonderful, you really were quite good. I enjoyed it though, of course, no one understood a word of what was going on. They didn't have a clue. They couldn't understand your sense of humor like I do. Much too kind, I smiled with murder on my mind. Yesterday, when I was mad and quite prepared to give up everything, admitting I don't believe in anyone's sincerity, and that's what's really got to me. You have a certain quality which really is unique. Expression with such irony, although your voice is weak. It doesn't really matter because the music is so loud. Of course it's all on tape, but no one will find out. You hated me too, but not as much as I hated you. Yesterday, when I was mad and quite prepared to give up everything, admitting I don't believe in anyone's sincerity, and that's what's really got to me. Then, when I was lonely, I thought again and changed my mind.
That's my favorite part, that hard synth.
Then we posed for pictures with the competition winners and argued about the hotel rooms and where to go for dinner. And someone said it's fabulous you're still around today. You both made such a little go a very long way. Yesterday, when I was mad and quite prepared to give up everything, admitting I don't believe in anyone's sincerity, and that's what's really got to me. Yesterday,
was fantastic, and it's ultimately so Pet Shop Boys, meaning I feel the crisp production stylings with the up-tempo BPM, the early trance type of feel, but mixed with a bit of wicked techno sound, meaning there's piano-style keys that feel very trance, but the tempo is more what would come to be associated with techno. Obviously, techno's already around in '93, but it's slightly different from techno that I listen to and continue to play, which is more mid to late '90s techno. Nevertheless, that hard synth feels very edgy techno, as distinct from trance. The sonics also have a big pop dance floor type of feel, which is where the more typical Pet Shop Boys sound. Although it's funny, I say that, the more I hear their music going into the 90s, the more I hear a bit of a rave type of sound, which people have explained. That's more on Chris's side of the duo, in that he was part of that culture, and so some of their sonics do very much go into the, fist pumping, four to the floor type of sound. So yeah, that part of the track felt very crisp, but the vocals and some of the sonics in the chorus and those half-tempo sections feel very Neil sounding. So the combination of the overall sonics feel, again, vintage Pet Shop Boys, as I've come to understand that type of phrase. The lyrics, as far as I caught them, do speak to an emotional progression, feeling very upset at someone the day before, such that you were hating them, that you were so ready to just end it all and walk away, but then you reconsidered and you've come to a different point of view now and perhaps want to maintain the connection, the relationship, and there's been an emotional smoothing out of rough edges. And it did seem like maybe it was talking about being at an underground type party, because there was a moment where, what was it, like, it doesn't matter anyway because the music's so loud, which if you've ever been to a rave or to an underground, conversing in a manner in which everything is being heard in both directions is very difficult. No matter whether you try to cup your hands and speak right into their ear, it still doesn't always work. And he's like, you know what, let's just go outside because I really can't hear what you're saying right now. So as a 90s raver myself, again, a bit later, I certainly sympathize with that experience. So it sounds like maybe there was a misunderstanding in that context and it made someone very mad. Maybe it wasn't a misunderstanding. Maybe it was something that was very clear but couldn't be dealt with or processed. And then once that did happen, the following day, they were in a different point of view or a different frame of mind. But yeah, love the sonics, enjoy the early trance / techno vibe. I enjoy Neil's voice. It was maybe not the most standout part of the track because I'm focusing on some of those sonics, but he always has this smooth and elegant sound to his voice. Admittedly, in some tunes a bit more powerful and forceful, but usually it's this silky type of delivery, which seemed to be the case here. In any regard, do let me know what you think of this one. I will see you next time. Peace.